Welcome to the Ham Radio Nomad. Sorry for the late start, and I am having problems with my, as you see by the red frequency on WSJX, I'm having problems with my radio getting disconnected. So let me restart that. Can everyone hear me okay? And that's there. And cancel. So let's try this again. Oh. There we go. So we are having a bunch of the waterfall is looking a little empty, so it will be an interesting night, but we do have a bunch of band activity coming up on the left here, so let's get started. Clearing the logs. So we are starting with a clear screen, and let's go into my settings a moment and turn off reporting so I do not get any conflicts with the FT8Off later tonight. And let's see where we are hearing things from. I'm seeing some AFs on my board. So we are seeing some down in Kenya and a bunch in Europe. So I'm going to see what's going on over there. And then I'm also going to see, we need to tonight is a QRP night. So we will need to tune in and adjust for QRP. And so the one thing that, if you can hear in the background, the beeping of the USB, one thing I don't like, for some reason, this USB plug is very sensitive, which causes problems. So I need to restart again. And in the meantime, I'm checking my SWR. Okay, so we're already there. Okay. The splits issue. So one thing that you have to pay attention if you have WSJTX running with split mode is that it sets your radio in split, and even though you change bands, it for my IC 7100, it still says, oh, I'm transmitting on 40 meters, even though my standard is I moved the my main frequency to 20 meters. and therefore my SWR was way out of whack. So that is fixed. My SWR is all checked out, and let's go up to there for now. Okay, and WSJITX did not open up yet, so I have not given you the StreamYard link yet, so let me do that a moment. Any of the people that want to watch or want to join in, feel free to click the StreamYard link. You don't need to be sharing your screen, but if you just want to talk about your FT8 experience or your ham radio experience in general, you are welcome to click that and join the stream. And I will pin that a moment. So let's try for this one in Europe. Let's see. Is that the one? Yep. CT1 ISH in Portugal. See what we get from that. I'm hearing them on a -16, and it looks like someone else is responding. Or they are responding to someone else. So let's go for this one instead. HB9HIT in Switzerland. And nope, that's there, that one. And they are also responding to someone else. And oops, first thing I forgot to do is I forgot to check where I am on my waterfall. I'm transmitting right here, so that should be pretty open. So let's see. Nothing from them so far. So I'm going to switch to this Cuba. That one, CO4XT in Cuba. Let's see. So we are transmitting right there at 20. So I might bump it up a little bit just because we're not in the FT8Off yet. So But it would be interesting to see how people are hearing me on 20 amps where I currently am, or 20 watts where I currently am. So welcome to all those that are watching. Please feel free to comment and join in the live chat. Otherwise, you're also welcome to click the StreamYard link up top and join me in StreamYard, and we can talk live with about FT8, or in the different about FT8, about the FT8Off, or about ham radio in general. So I am not getting any. Let's go after this Canada one. And something is, yeah, sorry, I'm confused. My computer is saying stuff to me and I don't know exactly where it's coming from. But it looks like we are getting a response from someone. So let me check that out. Yes, we are getting heard by VO1IV in St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. So they are hearing me on a -12. I am hearing them on a -10. So that's not too bad for a 20 watts. So, and there is a Roger Roger. So my first contact of the day from Canada. Oh, that's who's DETRF from Germany is causing me all types of confusion by sending me a message in Grid Tracker. Hello. And I don't know if he's sending it to everyone or if he's sending it to all the friends in the US or he's just sending it to me. But I do know him I do recognize his call sign from the chat. So I do know he is a viewer. New chat message. New chat message. So here, let me add the screen so you can see window capture. Grid Tracker. Yep. So this is the chat window from Grid Tracker. So there we have DE2TRF sending me messages and distracting me in the middle of the stream, since it's the first time I've that I've got them. So I didn't know. I just heard the notification and I was like, okay, where is this coming from? So that is, he is sending messages over there. But yeah, you can there, yes. Yep, there he's. New chat message. I am not, you are on 80 meters. I do not have an antenna for 80 meters right now. So, so that is so I am stuck with 20, 30, and 40 currently are what my antenna setups are. Hey, Andy, thank you for joining as well. And then, yes, And I don't remember your DE2TRF's name. Sorry, I'm bad with names. But he is commenting in the YouTube live chat as well, so everyone can see that. And yes, but actually, you are on 80 meters, you said, from Germany. I cannot transmit, but I should be able to listen on 80, just for giggles. See what I can hear. So I am going to clear live and see what we can hear on 80. Let's clear this. Clear the waterfall as well. Torsten, yes, that is the name. And I probably could have used call lookup as well. But let's see. And I'm not hearing anything on 80 meters. My waterfall isn't even updating because it's completely silent for me, which is odd. I would think at least my waterfall would update. But yeah. So I am going to I'm back on 20 meters and see what we have there. The one thing I am going to do is they are I want to check out the we are supposed to be getting some. It is just starting to rain, and I want to also keep an eye on the lightning strikes, see if I have that set up right. But let's, in the meantime, go back and see about start making some new contacts. So this one is in the Canary Islands, but it's also from before. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but my waterfall is not updating and I'm not decoding anything. So let's reboot WSJTX again. Bye, Torsten. Thank you for coming by and watching, and 73 until we see you again. And I don't know. Okay, there we start. We're getting stuff. Excellent. Congratulations, Lee. Thank you. Great job on your first contact on FT8. What band are you currently on FT8, or are you currently doing FT8, or was this earlier in the day? I am currently trying to make contact with CT James in Utah. And Anime is also listening. Thank you very much, Anime. Lee is on 40, so I will possibly see about switching over to 40, especially with how at the end, probably near the end, maybe at around 5 o'clock Central, because the bands don't look that great right now on 20, so I might be switching up, but right now I'm just gonna go with what I have. And I am going back up to full power and see. I am going for Italy, IZ8VYU. Emilio, I think, is how it's pronounced in Italy. Currently working FT8 on 20 meters with my IC 7100 and a ham stick. Just making sure everything is tuned up and working right for the FT8Off tonight. I made one contact already with Canada in Newfoundland on with 20 watts. So I know where to set it for 20 watts. So boosting it back up to a full. Mine with the power that I have, the max I can do is about 75 watts. So I am up to that and seeing, but Italy is not hearing me. So I'm going to stop, check the waterfall. And see who we should go after next. I'm listening on this. Going to listen right here and see who these really strong frequencies. That one right there. W5XO in Texas. I personally haven't had much good luck in Texas reaching people in Texas. So let's see if we can make a contact with them. They are coming into me strong, but I don't know if yep, they can hear me. Not as strong as I'm hearing them. I am hearing them on no, this time it was a -8 and a -8. So yeah, the bands are just up and down. I originally heard them on a 4, and now it's a -8. So And there is Roger, Roger, Roger. So 2 contacts so far today. Let's go after this, whoever is blowing up over here. So it is F5LOO. He's busy. So let's go. Let's try for, where is he? They are in DM4. California. KB6C. Dennis in California. Let's see if we can make contact with them. I'm hearing them on a 4/5, pretty strong. So let's see if they can hear me at all. And they can. A -2. So a -2 is what they're hearing me, and I hear them on a negative or a +6. Ron, duplicates do not count, but that is why I have turned off my reporting. So I am not reporting to the database currently, and that way I will not have to worry about getting duplicates and not getting points during the contest. I turn off for my practicing. I turn off on same day, so I don't have to worry about the if I get the same contact, them not not counting for the contest. But there we have KB6C has given me the Roger Roger, so they are all set. Let's go after this one in Kenya. Way down here in Kenya. 7,600 miles, a little, almost 7,700. Anime, which radio are you waiting for? And Kenya just finished up here with someone else, so let's hope they respond to me now. Anime, the G90 sounds good. Let me know. Hopefully, I don't know. Do you have an antenna ready for it? Because that is the next thing you need. So Kenya just responded back. They are hearing me on a -14. I am hearing them on a -15. So we're pretty even on hearing and receiving and sending strengths. A Jesus 65R. I am not familiar with that one. So let me. Oh, that is their 5-watt UHF VHF handy talkie. Excellent. So and okay, hold on a minute. I am probably going to lose my radio, but I need to plug my laptop in. I forgot to do that before I sat down. I was running a little bit behind today, and my laptop is about ready to die on me. Okay, so I saved my laptop. I did not save my WSJTX. So as you can see, it errored out. So back we go with restarting it again. Yes, I have about 5. I won't say 5. I have about several antenna builds that I have wanting to do, from a speaker wire dipole, a couple verticals, and then I still am trying to figure out a way to make these ham sticks that I bought. Currently, I am doing. I just go outside, unscrew one of them, and then screw in the next one when I want to switch bands. I want to try to figure out a way to have it be a multi-band, and I can just leave them all up, or when I park somewhere, I can just screw them all in, and then just be able to flip one to another without having to switch antennas. That is another thing that I need to work on. Is I am planning on hooking up my IC 7100 to a Raspberry Pi. So that is also another project. So getting sidetracked, need to get back. And I see a colored U.S. Virgin Islands here. KP2B in St. Croix. Let's see if they can hear me. I'm hearing them on a -17. And it looks like, yep, they're just finishing up with someone else. So hopefully that will work out, and they will hear me and respond. Yeah, that is one thing that I am still working on, is getting my sub number up. I am currently at, I believe, around, I believe I'm currently at about 57 the last time I checked. But yeah, that's something I'm working on, is I want to get my looking 58. Anyone who is not subscribed, please subscribe, like the video. I keep forgetting that sometimes. And but yeah, I'm trying to get to the 100 subscriber mark so I can get rid of the ugly URL for my channel, and I can do a custom URL channel name. Put my channel name in the URL. So Virgin Islands is hearing me on a -2. I am hearing them on an 11, and there is the Roger Roger. So on to the next one. Let's see. We have a CU3HN in the Azores in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. So let's see about contacting them. Yep. Thank you very much, Anime. I do not have a Twitter account, so I am all for anyone who wants to advertise and share my broadcast. And Azores are finishing up with someone else, so let's see if they will. So good timing, and let's see if we can catch them on the next for the next contact. So you have Anime. You have your G90 coming in the mail either today or hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. Do you think you will be up for joining us on the FT8Off next week? Okay, why is this not? I don't know. For some reason, it wasn't transmitting anymore. So let's check. Should be good. That would be excellent. You do have some stiff competition there. I think we need to do East Coast, West Coast, Midwest grouping, and I think you have some stiff competition out there on the West Coast. So Azores is hearing me on a -14. I am hearing them on a -20. So hearing them a little bit better, they're hearing me a little bit better than I am hearing them. And there is the Roger Roger. Excellent. Sounds good. You are welcome to, if you want to do some fine tuning and show off your setup with your G90 next week, you are welcome. And for that matter, you can join and talk about it today, but you are welcome to join my weekly practice session next week and see how things go. I don't think I have a Cuba yet. Nope. So this, I think I've tried Cuba before, but they didn't hear me last time. So let's see about now. CO7MTL. And they are responding to someone else. So let's try this US one. N5LWL in, looks like northern Texas. Talking about Texas, anyone keep And is anyone up to date on where Jason is? Jason doing FT8 for his special event? He has been running FT8 for the Last Man Standing event. I do not know if he is running 40 meters right now or 20 or what he is currently. So Lee is on my screen. So I am hearing Texas Texas is hearing me on a -11. I am hearing them on a -7. And Lee is saying I am hearing them, Lee, at a -7. So LHF in South Carolina. Okay. Lee, I am showing your location as South Carolina, but I am not seeing anyone in South Carolina. Where are you? There. Nope. That's not the one I wanted. That's who he's just finishing up with Lee's just finishing up with K6HGF. So the issue is, or the question is, there. Not that one. Oh, so you're dead middle of which state? Of South Carolina? Maybe it's maybe I haven't heard you call CQ, so it doesn't know what grid square to put you in. Because yeah, I'm not showing anyone in South Carolina currently. So okay, Colorado, and I've already gotten Canada. Let's look at K0MC, Mike in Colorado. Okay. Yeah, I must not have heard you do a CQ or do a callback because I don't. My grid tracker doesn't isn't picking up anyone in South Carolina. And Colorado K0MC is hearing me on a -3. I am hearing them on a -18. And there is the Roger Roger. So I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna call CQ and see who. Are you odd or even? You're transmitting. Are you transmitting odd or even? Here, I'll just turn it off and I'll watch for you. Okay. Yeah, I'm not hearing. I am not hearing you. It doesn't look like I'm hearing you come through. Let's see if I tried this Canary Islands before. Let's see if I can get them now. EA8ACW. Yeah, I was Lee. I was listening through several cycles on both even and odd, and I am not hearing you. I think what I think you saw was um, the strength of the Colorado person you were talking to as he was responding. Doesn't look like I'm getting much response. Just a reminder, anyone who is interested, anyone is welcome to click that StreamYard link up top and you can join in and we can talk about FT8, the FT8 off today. Strategies of only one rule applies, and that's QRP, which is is going to be interesting. I have a single radio, so competing against those that have more will be interesting. Um, I'm going to call CQ for a while and see what I get. So I am transmitting on the even, and I am calling CQ, and let's see who see it, who I can get. Yeah, that's too tempting. I want to go after Spain. And Lee is being responded to by F5 LOW in France. I do not know exactly where in France. I cannot hear them, but they are responding to Lee is making a DX contact over there. And I'm trying to get this EA3C in Spain. Excellent. Good work, Lee. And I am not, they are not, Spain is not hearing me. So let's just verify that I am not getting, or I am not. So that's one thing that I have a question for is you see this area here that doesn't have the noise. And the question is it better to transmit my signal there where it doesn't have the noise? Or is the reason why the noise isn't there is because that is a dead zone for bouncing off the ionosphere, and we want to avoid this area. So that's a question I have. I do not know if anyone knows that. I would be very interested. The mapping app that I use is called Grid Tracker, and yes, it is an additional download. So I'm going to try to go after this KC50L down here in Texas. Uh, so let's see. They are not, doesn't look like they're hearing me. Let's go. Let's see. Who else should I try to get? just for giggles, let's go, in case that is the issue, let's transmit up here and see if they can hear us up there. Lee is making another Europe contact, EA1BPA, and I am not seeing them either. So it's, but I am seeing this Portugal. So let's try for them. Henrique in Portugal, CT1ISH. I am hearing them on a -15, so let's see if they can hear me. They are responding to someone else, so let's go after this Cuba instead. CO8MCL. This is I'm only hearing them on a -24, so let's see if they can hear me at all. And they can. They are hearing me on a -18, and I'm hearing them on a -22. With those weak numbers, it'll be interesting with doing the QRP FT8Off this afternoon. And there is the Roger, Roger, Roger from Cuba. And no, that's, oh, let's try this Spain again. EA3BWF in Spain. Nothing there, so let's try this Portugal again. And for some reason, Cuba is still giving me a Roger, Roger. Yep, Lee, yep, that's correct. FT8Off is the Thursday night ham radio starting at 5:30 Central Time. So I will be wrapping up in about 20 25 minutes. So, and hand you off to them. And I am just going through my settings on in Grid Tracker a moment, trying to see if there is anything for how to enable the lightning notification, because I haven't seen it actually show up that of when there's lightning across the US. So I'm sort of curious of. Okay, there's an audio alert. Ooh. Don't know if I need that really loud noise, but let's get back to see if I can make a couple more contexts before I call it a night for and hand people over to the Thursday night ham radio. So now going after this EA5RJ in Spain. Not being heard by them, so gonna switch it up and go after our very well-known and seen often CO2WP in Cuba. See how they are doing. And see, so got a quick response from Cuba. They are hearing me on a -8. I am hearing them on a -13. So just there we go. A nice 1, 2, 3, 4. Very quick energy exchange, and it is always nice when the contacts go very smoothly like that. So I am seeing the Canadian contact come through, but I am not, but I already have them, so I really don't need to get them again. And W5XO have them as well. Hello, Smoking Ape. Thank you for joining us. You want to click on the link and say a few words before, I believe are you the keynote
Morning, guys. I'm the tech prepper.
Are you the keynote the key video kicking off the Thursday night ham radio tonight? Can you do me a favor, Smoking Ape? Not a problem. Can you do me a favor though? Can you pay? I do not have the Thursday Night Ham Radio link, this playlist handy right now. Could you paste that into the comments for me? And I am going to go after another Spain. Try for EA1IEQ. Not a problem. Ape. And EA1IEQ is currently making contact with someone else. So let's switch over and see if I can make a contact with this one in Texas, AC0XF. Thank you, Smoking Ape. And I am pinning that to the top. So in about 15 minutes when we wrap up, everyone can head over there and watch. And I believe, no, it is Jason premiering, talking about the Wuxan KGUV8H. And I'm hearing a bunch of Portugal and Spain, but I haven't been able to actually have any of them hear me. But Texas is. I'm hearing Texas on a -9. They are receiving me on a -8. So pretty good into Texas. All those are generally in this area are where Jason is. So I would be sort of curious of if we can get a contact with Jason and his Last Man Station event on QRP tonight. Granted, I am not on QRP currently, so maybe that, who knows if I can make it down there on QRP. So let's try K5 K5VYT. And they are just finishing up with someone else. So they are in central Colorado. So let's see. Let's see who's next on the list. Let's go after this K8 TE in New Mexico. it's a long shot. They're hearing me. I'm hearing them on a negative 24. So I don't know exactly how strong the signal will be between here and there. So let's see if they can hear me at all. And they can. So they're hearing me on a -3. A -3 to a -22. So they're hearing me a lot stronger than I am hearing them. Which for let's start setting up for the QRP. I'm going to switch down to so I switched down to 20 watts for this last 10-15 minutes and see what contact we can make in the last, see if we can make any contacts running QRP. So we have the Roger Roger from, and so they sent me the Roger Roger back, which means they didn't hear me. So that's I'm not, they didn't hear my first 73. So I'm sort of saddened, and I don't know if my 20 watts that I lowered it down to, if that will still, they'll still be able to hear me. And yep. So he sent me a 73 back. So he heard my 73. So that's good. Long shot, but let's try the Spain again. I'm a sucker for the trying to get the DXs. So looks like someone else is on the same frequency as the Spanish channel. So we'll see if we can hear them. They're in down in this noise, but I am still hearing both of them, but they are responding to someone else. So let's switch over to this other Portugal. So yeah, Lee, one thing with where I currently sitting is I am sort of on the north side of a hill. So that is where I'm wondering why, or that's what I'm sort of curious about, is if that is why I am having a hard time getting to you, or hearing you, I should say. Um, so I am hearing, I did get picked up by Portugal. They're hearing me going QRP. They're still hearing me at a -13, and I am hearing them at a -18 to a -21 on this last Roger Roger Roger. So finally got a Portugal Europe, mainland Europe contact this evening. And let's see. Let's see if I can see what's going on with this EA1 IEQ. Looks like their last message was 73 to KD3PC. So let's see. Yep, here is Lee's. Lee said that he heard the QSO, and that's, I believe, what he was referring to is KE0DC giving him a 73 back. Bo is that East Virginia there? And I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong. I believe that's where you're located, right? In East Virginia, right in this area, right there. Yeah, I'm not hearing. I'm barely hearing this. I'm hearing this Florida, but I'm not hearing anything else in any closer on the East Coast. East Shore, Virginia. Okay. Bo, okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I was wondering, it's like no is correct. Okay. That doesn't make sense. So, okay. Bo is correct. Sounds good. And trying to make one or two more contacts before I wrap up this practice session. And I was hoping to make another Europe contact, but they are not hearing me at all. So I am gonna, there is this one right here that the EA5X just said 73 to someone else. So I'm gonna see if I can pick them up or they can hear me. 10 watts out of East Shore, Virginia. Let's see. I'm going to turn off my transmit so I won't, unless they come back, I won't transmit this thing and I'll see if I can hear. Bo, what frequency are you transmitting on? And I will actually say that same question for Lee, if you are still around. What frequency are you transmitting on? And yeah, the 20-meter band has pretty much died off, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll be sticking around for the two. So okay, so Bo, if you're doing 268, you're like way down here in this noise, and that's probably why I can't hear you. You want to. I typically try to be in a clear area in this, typically between 500 and 225, 2700, like in these areas. There is someone way down here that is blowing through the dirt. Yeah, anime, typically you just want something in the louder and more noise it is, the darker orange it is. So you want something like in the blue and in the blue/black area here in the middle. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for in the 600, in the 611 range. Yes. So where you're, while I listen for you, you're still transmitting even first and even, correct? Bo, while I'm listening for you, I am gonna try to make contact with this K3NOQ in Lago Vista, Texas. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. So far, I'm not seeing anyone coming up on in the 611-ish range over here. So I'm still hearing that Kenya is calling back, that I made earlier. And then there is a South America here. So, but it looks like the Texas has picked up someone else. So I am going to let you go. I am going to call it a night because it is time to head over to the Thursday Night Ham Radio playlist. Ape was nice enough to post that in the comments. I have pinned it up top in the chat. Can you please go over there, head over there and listen, watch Jason talk about the new HT that he is testing. So 73 to everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Please hit like and subscribe if you have not already. And I will hopefully see you all at the FT8Off this afternoon, evening, whatever your time zone is. And 73.